Alrighty, YouTube, ZZZ Joe B back with another YouTube video. This one's going to be a PvP war role video. I'm going to be going over each role. So, point squad, main army, kill squad slash schizo, light armor killer, light armor people, and decks. So, let's get right into it. We're going to start with the point team. Point team, your main objective is fighting on the point. That is mainly what you want to do. You want to create pressure. You want to get this point ticking up. So, as a group, you want to be working together to kill anyone coming on this point. Make sure you kill them all. I'm going to say this for every group when I go over it. It's very important you have communication. You want to work as a group. Do I have a void going on me? No, I don't. But you want to work as a group. I'm an IGVG, so what I'm doing, I'm normally following around my lead bruiser as he's going around creating whatever clumps he can on the point, or if I see a clump, but I'm following him around, I'm going to follow him, I'm going to scream, and it's very important you call out what you're doing. So if, let's say I put an Oblivion down under my bruiser as he's fighting in a clump, it's very important that you guys communicate that. Call out your ice walls, call out your screams, call out your Oblivions, call out your vines. Really just all of that. Communication is very important for the point team. I do have a short clip. Let's see. So, as I'm doing here, I'm just trying to survive on the point, do what I can, get that point ticking, work with my group. But yeah, this is pretty much just a short clip of being on point, fighting at the point. If you're about to die, obviously you can step off, but you just want to try to create as much pressure as you can on the point with your group. Pretty much what you're doing there. Since I'm on point squad, I do have a clip for that. I do not have clips for other things because I'm normally always point team, but that is mainly your goal. Again, just fight on point and communicate. And that's really all you're doing at all points of the war. So, I mean, you always want to try to get pressure on this point. It's very important you create pressure on the point because that forces, for example, on a fort, it forces these gates to come down and help stop this pressure, which allows then those two gates open up and people can start flooding in. But that is the point squad. You're mainly fighting on the point, circling around inside, killing what you can. If you're about to die, obviously you can step off. You don't have to be on point until, even if it means you die, you can step off, reset, gather yourself, and come back on. But that is the point team's goal. And I'm going to put timestamps in the YouTube video so you can go to each role, or you can watch the whole video if you want so you understand what everyone should be doing in the war. Now let's go over to main army. Main army, you're mainly fighting around the point. Your goal is to get near the point and fight around the point and just kill. It's very important that you're doing this as well. You need to make sure you're creating fight around here. You do not, for example, coming in through this gate, you do not want to be fighting at this gate. Very bad. You do not want to be fighting here. You want to pop a cleanse. So, for example, if I have a bruiser in my group, he's going to pop a cleanse. He's going to pop a stone form. He's going to run through. You're not fighting. Again, you want to run through. And honestly, the bruiser can turn around right here. Throw a grav wall just to create a little bit of space for people to start flooding through. And if you feel like you're going to win this fight, sure, kill him. But you do not want to stay fighting here. Do your first little push in, get through, and you want to. This is where you want to be fighting. Main army, if you're coming in through this gate, you mainly want to be fighting right here. And if you're coming in through this gate, obviously you want to be mainly fighting in the dirt. You never want to be fighting around these dummies. This is pointless fighting. This is hurting your army. You don't want to be here. If you're here, you're doing it wrong. So do not be here fighting all the time. And I don't mean completely abandon your buddies. Trying to come in. You can come in, obviously, create some space. Create some space here. And then just push forward. Not do long fights here. The main reason you want to be fighting over here, though, as long as everyone's doing their job, that's really how you want to be, how you become successful in war. And then obviously you got to have some skill, some gear, a lot of things factor into it. But as long as everyone's doing their job, you can have a pretty competitive war. So the main reason for fighting over here is because it creates pressure off of these gates. It allows all respawns, anyone who's dying, to come in. They don't have to pop cleanses to get past all the ice walls, get past 10, 15 people sitting at a gate. So yeah, create pressure in dirt. You always want to do that in main army. Main army, same thing. Work with your 5-man. Work together. IGs, VGs, all around your bruiser. Have a lead bruiser leading things, looking for clumps. Call everything out. Communication is very important. I'm going to say that in every group. So again, fight dirt, main army. Fight dirt, main army. Cleanse pot through. Stone form through. Do not fight here. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. It's just very important. You're not fighting here. Now let's go down to the kill squad. I have a sword and shield, so I guess you can consider me a kill squad type. These are your light armor, schizo groups, if you want to call it that. You are in fort. You are mainly up trying to come up here and kill decks. Kill decks, kill their healers, because decks, their decks team's probably going to roll as a pack. I know they like to sit up here because they got free. You got a free look on everything. They want to sit over there. They'll be up here. But kill the decks off the top. We cannot let their decks be free casting DPS. Their muskets stacking up their mortal empowerment. Their healers just free casting. Healers love to come up here as well. So light armor kill squad groups. Make sure you guys are up here controlling this. You want to make sure this is controlled. Do not let their healers free cast. And once they're all down from there, same thing as you would do outside the kill squad. You want to just look for healers. Healers like to sit up here. They'll come right off their spawn. They'll spawn here. They'll spawn here. You want to sit up, just kill everything up here. Kill squads. If you want to go above and beyond, hit N. Look at the scoreboard. Look for the AoE healers. You see the AoE healers? There's only a couple of them in war normally. Kill them AoE healers. Get them out. So, for example, on Fresh Start servers, there's a guy called Hutch. Little name drop there. Massive AoE healer. You gotta target that man, or he's gonna pump out 5 million heals, 6 million heals. So target them AoE healers. Get them off the board. Target them decks. Get them mortal empowerment stacks. Reset. And then deck squad. I mean, deck squad. You really just gotta work as a unit. You really gotta work as a unit. Your communication is very important as well. You need to be working as a unit inside the fort. You can either come up. I mean, best place is normally to come up here, go up here, counter their decks, help the kill squads clear off the top, kill light armor guys. Decks, your job is not to pump clumps with your bows. I know a lot of bows like to do that. That is not your job. Obviously, you can shoot some abilities there. That's fine. But your main job is killing healers as well, helping out the kill squads. You want to target them light armor guys, get them mortal empowerment stacks, and then you can start just really popping off on everyone once that happens. But we'll also go outside the fort just to give a little look at that as well. Kill squads, you want to be in the back lines. You want to be looking for, I mean, same thing. You want to be looking for healers. You're not going to, probably won't be able to deal with their decks up here. Muskets will probably be sitting up there. But you want to be roaming around, circling, looking for their healers. Healers like to position themselves over here or even over here in their back line. Really just look for healers. It is very important you're pressuring them. Try to get them killed, get them dealt with. And then we'll talk about the shot caller as well. Very important you guys listen to your shot caller. Your shot caller is the person who's going to be making the calls, making the strategy. You got to trust in him. You got to listen to him. And I don't even care if you don't even like the call. Like, the shot caller can't learn from his mistakes if people aren't listening. Like, if I say, groups 4, 5, 6, go do X, and I noticed that, well, right gig kind of got messed up. That wasn't a good call. If only one group listened to the call and not 3 groups, then maybe it was a good call to just flex people over there randomly, for example. I mean, it's probably a bad example, but listen to your shot caller so we can learn from his mistakes, go over the VOD. Just trust in him. Trust in him. You gotta have trust in your army if you want to succeed. Have good communication. So, yeah. Final thoughts. Just to quickly go over everything. Point team, fighting on point. Main army, never fighting away from point. Never fighting in the forest. You want to be around near the point. Kill squad, targeting healers. Target healers at all times. Please target healers. Deck squad, obviously work as a unit. Call things out outside the fort. Come inside. Get on top. Do whatever. Decks, work together. Communication. And as I said in all groups, and I have said many times in this video, communication is very important. Communicate to your 5-mans. Call out them grab wells. Call out them stuns. Call out them screams. Call out them ice walls. Call out them oblivions. Call out everything. Work as a 5-man. If your healer's dead, don't be too aggressive. But that's going to be the end of the video. I'll timestamp everything so you can go to each group and what they should be doing. Hope you guys learned something from the video. If not, That's fine too. Want to help people out, get better at wars, so there's more competitive wars overall, and really just solid information so everyone understands their role. And again, stat padding does not matter. I don't think I covered that actually. Don't worry about stat padding. Your stats don't, end of the war do not matter. Your stats do not matter much. If you're going 1 in 50, obviously that matters. But IGVGs, your top job is assist. You want to be debuffing clumps. You want to be getting those assists. Healers obviously just heal, try not to die. Decks obviously have decent high amount of kills. Kill squad have a lot of high amount of kills. It really just work as an army. I mean, I don't care if you place 40th. If you're doing your job and you're not dying 50 times in a war, I'm happy. Because if it's just deaths, I mean, that can be improved upon with gear. But yeah, I'm sorry this was a longer video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And also, on the off chance you're looking for a company, my company is recruiting over here on Valhalla. Little plug. Green obviously is down bad. We are a green company. I am open to taking in PvP people. We do have a meta though, so you will have to listen to the meta. We obviously can't have people running around in weird builds or weird stats, weird gear, etc. So, if you're willing to come on over to a PvP company, obviously we are not going to be your supples, your dropouts, I mean your heaters, your borpas right now, but we're trying to get things together, people working together, get static groups for OPR, etc. So if you like what you hear or want to join a company, gladly have you over here in Valhalla. We are a green company, willing to help people get to the right gear, point them in the right direction, etc. But that'll be the end of the video, so I don't drag this out too far. I love you all. Have the best day ever. Good night.